Alright, so this is a part 2 to the worst DCU Batman fan castings of all time. And let me just say this. I made a really good video on the last one, and you guys in the comment section gave me even worse picks that I did not expect at all. There's going to be a few of them later on that actually blow my mind. I'm like, how the hell would you even pick this guy? But if you are new, go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. You guys have been killing it. And also like the video. The last DCU Batman video got 1,000 likes, so I really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. The first pick is going to be...
Truly brings out the worst in me.
If we're going by my same rule set, we're going age, we're going by height, we're going by acting ability. Ethan Peck is not a bad choice, in my opinion. I saw a lot of people saying, yeah, Ethan Peck, let's pick Ethan Peck. And while I really do think that he could, in some ways, pull off a good Batman, I don't know about Bruce Wayne. And we got to go with the same type of generalization here, with having to be both Bruce Wayne and Batman. I don't know if he could really pull off a Bruce Wayne. And also, just don't think he has the same looks or the same way of acting as other guys on this list that I think could really pull it off. The next two guys, in my opinion, flawless. I have to just spoil it now. The next two guys, in my opinion, are the perfect picks. But Ethan Peck, he's a maybe. He's not the worst pick ever. I can see him with the right material actually doing something good. But with the Bruce Wayne part of things, I just don't know if he could actually pull that off. And no offense to him as he's a handsome fella, I'm not gonna he's 6'1", he out fucking heights me by about 3 inches. I'm not gonna say anything bad about this man. I'm just saying that he doesn't, look the part of Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. But maybe I'm just looking into it a little bit too deep. When we go on to the next pick, I think he's a lot better, which is...
You're the only person in the world who gets to see my head shake.
Oliver Jackson Cohen, who actually played Invisible Man. And I remember watching this movie in theaters. I'm like, holy crap, this name sounds familiar. Where did I see this? And it was actually that movie right there. And I was like, holy crap, this guy right here might be perfect. Not only is he 6'3", he's 38, which is in the right age range. And let me just preface this too. James Gunn said that they wanted an actor who's a little bit older, a couple years older than David Cornsweet. If they're going based off of the Superman continuity, in the movies, he's 33. If they're going with a Batman who's a little bit older, who's a couple years older, that's going to be 36, of course, maybe up to the 40s, maybe, if they're going up to that range. But realistically, that's what I wanted to preference in my last video, is that, yeah, there is an age range here that they're looking for. And there is a thing called too old for these characters because they're looking for a certain age. So I think that this guy right here, Oliver Jackson, is perfect to play Batman. I don't know. Out of all these guys right now that I'm picking from, he's one of the best picks because he's intimidating without any mask on. He's intimidating with a mask on. And personally speaking, I think that he has some of the best acting abilities in this whole list of being Bruce Wayne and Batman. He's charming. He's kind of scary. He's kind of intimidating. He's actually really, really good. And I remember seeing this and I had to go watch the final scene again, but he can really he could chop it up. I think that he could chop it up pretty good. So, out of all these guys right now, he's definitely my favorite one. And the next one's actually a really good one too, which is...
Tell me.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually, was, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, who the hell is this guy? And I looked up his name, I'm like, oh my god, he's in Twilight, which I have sisters, so I had to watch that movie when I was younger. And then he was also in Guardians of the Galaxy as Ronan. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy was Ronan? I don't even remember. And then I looked at him, I'm like, holy crap, he is. So, Lee Pace is also 6'5". He's massive. The only problem is that he's 46. And that's my biggest issue with this guy. Now, I didn't even think that he should be a Batman based off of one of the interviews I saw with him with, I think, Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or whoever it was. But he was doing an interview, and I was like, this guy doesn't really exude Batman or Bruce Wayne energy. But then when I saw him in Foundation, when he was doing a scene in Foundation with this short little guy, almost like a penguin looking guy, and he's intimidating him and beating up the other guys, trying to interrogate these guys. I'm like, yo, this is fucking Batman. He's huge. Not only is he massive, he's intimidating and has that presence and has that booming voice. He can definitely chop it up too. And I'm like, oh my god. I kind of might have to break my rule about the age gap because this guy right here is really freaking good. And I think that the fact that he's also a Twilight actor like Robert Pattinson, it would be funny to have another Twilight actor in the DCU be a fucking So you have two former Twilight actors that are fucking Batman in both of the universes. It would just be perfect. They're vampires, bro. Come on now. It would just be so amazing. I couldn't believe how fucking perfect that would be. But anyway, Lee Pace, although I was like, no way. I don't think that this would be a good pick. He's probably one of the best picks, along with Oliver Jackson. Oh, who the fuck is Oliver? Oliver Jackson. And I think those two picks, Oliver Jackson and Lee Pace, probably some of the best picks that we've gotten so far from like the fan casting, because I didn't see it before. But Lee Pace is really, really good. The next one, Josh Hartnett. It's Hartnett, right? No, absolutely not. He doesn't look. I can't see this guy as Bruce Wayne. I can't see this. He's charming, yes, but in like an evil type of way. I don't see this guy as Bruce Wayne. Make him like a villain. Make him Tommy Elliott. How about that? I think that he could play a good Tommy Elliott. And like, you know, he could reconstruct his face and act all evil. Oh my god. Did I just like do a good fan casting? Holy crap. I can't believe it. I saw Trap, and I think that now that I'm really thinking about it, make Josh Hartnett a perfect Hush. If he's not going to be Hush in the Batman Part 2, which, oh my god, if they made a Batman Part 2 Hush, I might actually hate that movie a little bit. Not going to lie. But if they do it, I mean, Matt Reeves, he could probably do it justice. But if they ever bring in Hush, Josh Hartnett, make him Hush. Make him Tommy Elliott. Make a flashback of him killing his parents, and then, of course, coming in and then reconstructing his face to look like Bruce Wayne or whatever. Or Jason Todd. They could do the whole Hush storyline in the DCU. I think that could actually work very, very well if they're going to do the Damian Wayne storyline first, where they, of course, do the Son of Batman with the Man-Bat and then Talia al Ghul and Ra's al Ghul, and then, of course, Damian Wayne. If they do that, and then they bring in Hush in the next movie, Josh Hartnett, make him Hush. But Batman? No. He does not exude Batman or Bruce Wayne energy whatsoever. He's more sociopathic and evil than he is good. So while that is an interesting pick for like a Batman movie, he would be he's almost like the Nicholas Hoult of like the Superman movies and the Batman movies, where he's auditioning to be the hero, but he's better suited for the bad guys. So just make him like an evil villain, and I think that would actually work very, very well. Scott Adkins, oh man, oh no offense, 49, he's the oldest one on this list. 5'10", guys, I'm 5'10". Look, if I, like, made myself super pale and never touch sun again, and, like, shave my stash and shave my head, can I be a good Batman? Because I'm 5'10", and I'm young enough, I'm 25, I can, like, make some makeup, make my hair gray or whatever, you know, no offense, but I'm the same height as this guy. Do you want me to be Batman too? Just saying. I'm just saying. Realistically, I don't think that that's even a possibility. I don't think that they're going for a 50-year-old Batman again, like Ben Affleck. And while he is in really good shape, I also don't think that he's the best actor either. I think that out of all of these guys, he has probably the least acting ability. He's almost on the Alan Ritchson level of acting. And that's saying something, like, insane, in my opinion. But while I think that he would be a funny pick, maybe like 15 years ago, not now. Absolutely not now. I remember when I was like maybe 15 years old and seeing this guy in like Batman fan edits and trailers. Yeah, no. Not when he's 50 years old. I'm sorry. We're not going that old for Batman. Are we really thinking about Scott Adkins as fucking Batman, bro? And I think that's who I was thinking about when I was thinking about Jensen Atkins. I was thinking about this Scott Adkins guy, who's Adkins, right? It's Adkins, not Ackles. I'm sorry. I'm crashing out a little bit over the names. It's just, you understand my struggles here. We're not doing Scott Adkins and Jensen Ackles and Josh Hartnett. These guys are in their fucking 50s. All right. We got a few left. We got two more left. Sam Witwer? You know, he was actually in Smallville. I think he was in, what else he was in? Oh man, he was in like Supergirl as well. He's more of like a CW actor. He looks the part, and he's, again, 47. It's funny how Lee Pace is like 1 year younger than all these guys, but I would rather have Lee Pace than all of these 47, 49-year-old actors. And also, somebody said Pedro Pascal. Do you want him getting all anxious and start getting all grabby on the Catwoman actress? Do you really want that? Okay, I'll move on. I'll move on. Look, he's not like Soups and whatnot, right? Where he's grabbing onto a 16-year-old girl during the interview and making his manager want to himself or herself. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Soups. Do you want me to talk about Soups? Maybe I might. Shit. Pedro Pascal, absolutely not. Sam Witwer, I mean, like, somebody mentioned that, but he looks the part. If he can act a little bit better, maybe. But if I were to go with anybody on this list, it will be Oliver Jackson or Lee Pace. I think that those two are literally the perfect picks. And if they audition, I wouldn't be upset if either of those guys get picked as Batman. But I'm still going to be honest. My number one pick is Brandon Skelnar. A lot of people might get mad about this. But at least I actually have a pick. I've seen so many people bash that pick and say that that's not a good pick, while not even giving a freaking valid option or giving a valid pick. I remember somebody saying, like, no, yeah, Brandon Skelnar is bad, but let's do John Hamm. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it, bro. I literally just can't believe it sometimes. When we talk about these fan casts, too, it's like, there's so many limited actors that fit the criteria for what the director and the leader of this universe wants, which is technically a Batman who's a couple years older than David Cornsweet, who's 33, or technically in the Superman universe, 33. So they want him to be like 35, 36. And it fits the universe if they do that. And I'm really like, the only person that fits that is Brandon. And if we're really going by this list, the only one that fits that is Oliver Jackson. And then if we really want to go out of our way and try to like make an actor look a little bit younger, then it'll be Lee Pace. And I think that Lee Pace would be one of the best picks if we can make him a little bit younger and, of course, play with him like the way they did with Iron Man. Like, hey Siri, how old was Robert Downey Jr. when he started Iron Man?
Robert Downey Jr. was in his early 40s.
That's perfect. Early 40s, Lee Pace, a little bit in his mid 40s. It might work out. And I can see Lee Pace getting a lifetime of a role like that with the way that he acts and his jawline and the fact that he's been in a James Gunn movie before. And it's possible. So, out of all of them, Ethan Peck, maybe. Oliver Jackson, yeah, maybe. I would love to see him. Lee Pace, I would love to see that. Everybody else after that, Josh Hartnett, Scott Adkins, Sam Witwer, Pedro Pascal. No. Never ever mention those characters or people ever again. But yeah, Lee Pace would be a cool one. And of course, Brandon Skelnar. I'm gonna ride that train until it falls off, but that would be a good one too, and I know that everybody else sees it when they hear his voice. So I don't give a fuck. I think a lot of these guys are actually really good. A lot of the ones on this list were a lot better than the last one. And I hope that, of course, you guys give me your list in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and comment down below your guys' list. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.